Welcome back, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Smoke and Mirrors, episode 66. How we living it?
Yeah, good, man. Real good.
Yeah.
Getting my kicks of Route 66.
Jesus.
Oh, good.
Yeah, doing good, man.
Yeah.
Fucking had a good ass time yesterday eating all that food, man.
It's too much goddamn food.
I know. Those leftovers there.
Yeah.
And I will enjoy these.
And I am partaking. All right, so we're going to head into our streaming news now. So our first story is about the Devil May Cry anime there. So I think the producer's name is Adi Shankar.
Yeah.
He was talking about it and how him and the writer, I think, something Larson. I don't remember this guy's first name. But yeah, how they've just finished scripting the first season, and there will be it's not really going to focus on Virgil and Dante and Trish, I think her name is. Yeah. But they will feature in there, so it seems like it's going to be a brand new sort of story and whatnot within the Devil May Cry universe, which is kind of cool and kind of not at the same time. Where is this at? Netflix? Yeah. So it's over at
Adi Shankar is the same guy who did Castlevania.
Castlevania, yeah. So which for me is like, that's already like a plus for me. Yeah, because that Castlevania was fire. Yeah. But he came out and he said, don't expect just like one season. You know what I mean? He said that there could be possibly several seasons of the show depending on how it sort of hits.
Yeah.
Fuck. Sounds all right.
Yeah.
It only starts production next year, though.
So it's going to take at least 6 months.
Yeah. At least.
At least. Maybe towards the end of the year we'll only get this, which makes sense to me because it's like it's horror and they can put it out in November-ish, October-ish, November-ish. Yeah.
I'm in.
It's my time to shine, baby.
They said they're looking at voices as well, but who won't be part of the voiceover team is Chris Pratt.
Right.
It's just like the Oda Steele on now.
He is, man. He's just, yeah.
Poor Mario.
So moving on to Apple, they've set a few cast members for extrapolation. Their show about the effects of global warming on faith, business, and personal life. So they've got Ed Norton there as a scientist, Kerry Russell as a inventor. Indira Varma will play, I think, just someone, and Cherry Jones will play the president of the US. And then Michael Gandolfini from The Many Saints of Newark will play Ed Norton's son. So you kind of get the sense of the effects rippling down through the whole family.
Yeah. And he's like a tech whiz as well. So
Yeah.
he'll probably work with his father with that too.
It's always good to see Norton, but I want to see what Gandolfini does next.
Same.
There's something about that guy's look as well. Like now in the promo shot, you had like a beard, like a little light beard there. It completely changes him.
He was on Joey Diaz's podcast. And he was I've seen him there, and he had the little beard and
Short hair.
Yeah. He's going bald like his dad.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
I don't mind. Like he just has like a really cool look.
Yeah. He does essentially look like young Gandolfini, though.
He does, yeah. Very much leaner though.
Yeah, very well. Gandolfini in that first season was very lean.
That's weird, eh? He's just got real broad shoulders.
Yeah, like he's
could never be a varsity athlete.
I told all my cousins that I'd never ever be a varsity. Poor bastard.
What do you call it? And also, the question that I've been asking for fucking years, where the fuck is Alanis Morrisette?
I know. It's ironic that you don't hear from
Don't you think?
Swallow that jagged little pill.
But no, so we got Alanis Morrisette coming out with a new sitcom show. So she'll be writing some new songs for it. But the synopsis is just so a mother who was an international, famous star back in the day, a musician, now with 3 kids and trying to live with the new generation and how to make, like, you know, make her kids listen to her music.
Yeah.
So it sounds real interesting, like the generational difference. It sounds cool to me, but at the same time, I don't actively listen to Alanis Morissette, but I like these shows where it's like the bonding, like,
Yeah.
yeah, the family.
I actually do listen to a bit of Alanis Morissette.
Yeah.
And reading Dave Grohl's book at the moment, like, it's weird that that guy that's on the drums in Foo Fighters was Alanis Morissette's drummer.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, Alanis Morissette got bangers.
Yeah, she does. She does. She also has shooters out in the streets too, like in because she's
In Canada?
In Canada, yeah. Like, yeah, they love her out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, interesting. Exciting to see where it goes.
very interesting. Because like as soon as as one of you guys sent the article through, I was immediately like, "Am I just a fucking joke to you?" That's the one thing I thought of. All right, so we got some more casting for the old Continental there. It's gearing up to be just like, you know, the event series of the year.
I reckon.
Maybe next year. Yeah, so we've got Peter Green, who's going to be playing Uncle Charlie.
Yeah, young Uncle Charlie.
Young Uncle Charlie. So who was Uncle Charlie in the first one?
The guy that he's like, you want to make an easy coin?
Yeah,
To
so
babysit that chick?
He's Lester Freeman's character in what's his face?
The Wire.
If you guys watch The Wire.
I haven't.
Some people in this room. And then we've got Ayamid Adegan, I believe. I'm sorry if I murdered your name. But he's going to be playing Sharon, right? Which is another Wire character's...
Yeah, Lance Reddick's
character. And then Jeremy Bobb, which is going to be a completely new character.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds good, man. The cast is filling up quick, which tells me that they're going to roll cameras on this very shortly.
Well, this also tells me that it's good. What people are reading is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not just some bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is 8711 behind all of this action?
Of course.
Yeah. 8711, Stahelski, even the screenwriter, Kolstad,
Yep.
Leach is behind it.
8711 did the Moon Knight choreography anyway, so
Did they?
Yeah.
All right, Moon Knight went up a notch. You know what I mean?
That's why them training shots of Isaac looked so good.
Yeah.
And it looked like an actual proper fucking shot when he was going through.
Yeah. Yeah, and it didn't look like they stopped the choreography. Like, it wasn't just one bit reset or anything like that. He went straight through and fucked O's up.
yeah.
Yeah, because he does that fucking thing where he's on the floor and he rolls up and does that fucking kick as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all Isaac, baby. That's
All
Solid
Isaac
Snake.
on me. Pause.
Hey, yeah.
Just a side note, you can get Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 on PC for $29.
Take it.
Take that.
All right. So a big celebration that happened Friday in the States was Disney Plus Day.
Yeah.
So that's where Pixar, Lucasfilm, and Marvel all released, like, you know, the stuff that they were going to that's on the cards.
It's on the come up.
So a big thing, Pixar and Disney wise. So we got our first look at the Willow cast. So Warwick Davis was there introducing everyone. So we're gonna get Ellie Bamber, Dempsey Brick, Ama Chada Patel, Aaron Kellyman, Tony Revolori.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Revelori.
Yeah, that's probably how you pronounce it. And Ruby Cruz. I think we announced that already. So there was no footage actually shown. There was very little footage shown across the day.
Extremely minimal.
Yeah.
I think they're holding their cards to their chest.
Yeah.
Well, Star Wars Day is coming up as well. So, like, that's where they're going to drop the Obi-Wan trailer.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We're getting a Princess and the Frog musical sequel as well. So this is a long-form animated musical series.
Okay.
So it won't just be a movie. Like, they're actually going to do episodes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's going to show Tiana, who was, like, you know, now crowned princess of fucking Meldonia.
Yeah.
But then she goes back to New Orleans.
Mm.
Yeah.
Princess and the Frog was kind of fire. I got to tell you.
I haven't fully watched it. I tried to because I was like, this is Disney's last ride, like hand drawn animation. So
it was really, really good. Like the art style and everything still was really good, and the music was very like New Orleans inspired.
Yeah,
it wasn't no fucking Ghetto Boys or anything.
Lil Wayne, Out of Love.
Then we better get Wayne on this actually.
Cool. So we also got the announcement of Cars on the Road, which is going to be like this road trip situation between Mater and Lightning McQueen. Owen Wilson is actually coming back.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's not just Larry the Cable Guy, and that's weird. Like, that Wilson, for me, is the seller.
Yeah.
Like, I can't take just Larry the Cable Guy.
I don't know. They had the ride at Disney was just Larry.
I know. But even that was just too much, and that was 90 seconds of Larry.
Yeah, that's true.
Larry laying the cable.
That's wild. Is he laying the... Like, it can mean two things, that because laying cable... is like taking a big old shit.
And then Pixar unveiled what they called Win or Lose.
Yep.
It's this animated series, and it's about this team going through the kind of highs and lows from different perspectives leading up to this softball game. And it's the championship game, so stakes is high.
Streets is watching.
Which, like... It looks pretty cool. It kind of looks like the same animation Luca had, where with Massimo,
yeah,
the one-armed father in there, which is cool. It's like heavy brow, like very little detail and stuff, but just this big sort of thick character pause. So Lucasfilm had a promo for Obi-Wan, and that was basically it.
Yeah.
Some concept art there of Vader and Obi-Wan fighting.
Yeah.
An older Obi-Wan as well.
They told us again that bloody Hayden Christensen was back. Why is that the drawing card?
Yeah.
Like, just to let you know, again, Hayden Christensen is back.
It's so weird that, like, everyone hated him back in the day. Hated him as Anakin. But then, like, years later, they're like, we need that Hayden.
Yeah.
Like, we need the Christensen action.
It's actually kind of triggering because when you think about it, fucking it's Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's my guy. Put some fucking respect on his name. You don't need no sideshow.
I don't know how they're going to do this because in fucking what's-his-face, A New Hope, they say, like, I haven't seen you since that last fight, basically, where you, like, took my legs.
No, he doesn't say that. He says he doesn't say that was the fight that took his legs. He says we haven't seen each other in so long.
Yeah, he says this time things will turn out different.
Exactly. So I mean, Obi-Wan must beat him again as Vader.
Yeah, but now we're like, before that was like the pretense that I got.
Yeah.
Was like that was the fight, but now it's like, well, we'll just throw a couple more fights in there.
If we're going to keep it 100, Obi-Wan kept his winning streak because Vader didn't get the final blow on him in New Hope. He turned into a Force Ghost willingly. He disappeared out of them clothes.
He
was
bowed
running
out,
naked.
bowed out gracefully. Can you imagine if he was just naked? You just saw Alec Guinness just running away naked.
And then Marvel like launched into their tirade of titles that they had. And fuck, I didn't update my notes. But the two big things that they kind of announced there was the Agatha show.
Yeah, Agatha Harkness.
Yeah, House of Harkness.
House of Harkness.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man freshman year. So Agatha House of Harkness will be like live action and Han. What's her name? Catherine Hahn. Catherine Hahn's returning, but then Spider-Man freshman year is animated.
I hope she's bad though.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
I don't want an anti-hero. I want her to be bad. Like the show to be from like sort of villain perspective.
That would be cool.
Rather than her. Okay, maybe I can do some good stuff in the world. Yeah.
It needs to be because I mean she'd be on the revenge road now.
Yeah.
Trying to get back to the Scarlet Witch.
Unless she loses her memory after WandaVision.
Tries to get out of Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Because she's stuck in there right now.
And there's also history there.
Yeah.
Because her mother was at Salem, or she stole the power of the witches at Salem. That makes sense. So, I mean, it was confirmed Echo is coming out. They're making a show.
This is a spin-off from the Ant-Man and Wasp villain.
Hawkeye villain.
Oh, Hawkeye, sorry.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Secret
villain. Echo is what's her face, yeah? The chick that's with him?
No. So Echo's like a deaf character.
It's the villain, yeah.
She's the Native American character. That's what they kind of looking at to tie Daredevil into. Because he's blind and she's deaf, so like it would kind of like show different perspectives. Secret Invasion, the logo was confirmed. She-Hulk, we got a little first look there.
Yeah, you get like a little very brief glimpse of what's her face as She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tatiana.
Yeah.
Maslany,
yeah.
And like they show just a little bit of like her classic costume, and then they don't show the face.
Yeah.
Marvel Zombies is confirmed, so they're taking the offshoot of that What If episode. I Am Groot, which I reckon will be just like
it's the kids sort of show, yeah.
Miss Marvel, which is like pushed back now. Ironheart, that logo was confirmed. And then we got a little clip for Moon Knight.
Very brief clip.
Almost too brief.
But, but very violent.
Yeah. It was.
Quite a bit of blood there.
I rewatched that clip.
Yeah.
Just to make sure. And it is bloody. It's either that or like the place is flooded or something like that.
Yeah.
Because it's very dark at the same time. But you hear Oscar Isaac talking in like an English accent.
Yep.
Then you hear his like almost Batman voice. Then you hear like the his normal voice as well. And it almost seems to be him trying to figure out different things now that he's kind of back. He's got different identities and stuff, but you do see him as Moon Knight. You see the back of the costume. I don't know what it was about the Marvel presentation that they didn't want to show the faces.
Yeah.
But you see him running in a reflection only to jump across like to another building on the other side.
Affleck Daredevil there in that shot.
Yeah. I don't think any of the shots are truly finished that you've seen. It did look good though. Like what you did see, like you just seen him beating this guy to a pulp. It felt very Batman-ish.
Yeah.
But yeah, you didn't see any of the choreography, the behind the scenes stuff. But like I'm excited.
Yeah.
All of this wasn't. Sorry, you go.
No, you go.
I was gonna say all of this wasn't like released separately as clips.
No, it was all one big supercut.
Yeah, it was like one 14-minute video.
Yeah.
That like showed, okay, this is where we've been on Disney Plus. This is where we're going, and like Marvel know how to put a fucking montage together.
Yeah, they do.
It's probably the best presentation out of like all of Disney Plus Day.
I think like just on Moon Knight, the biggest realization for me is that I don't know if it's meant to be like it, but Moon Knight is like the spawn of the Marvel universe.
Is it?
If you look at some of the comic strips and shit like that, there's almost like a Go-Go Gadget Guns bit with Moon Knight. And he's got like an array of pistols around him shooting.
Jeez. Might be the darkest Marvel property that we have.
I hope so. With those rumors that we reported on, like, I mean, if it is going to be Dracula and Blade is going to be in there, like, that's fucking fire, man.
Yeah. That is.
Can you make for a good trilogy trio as well if it was Moon Knight, Blade, and Morbius as well? Like if that could be a thing.
Yeah.
Triangle, bitch.
I wonder if the multiverse will still play a part in this and if Snipes would show up. Because if Snipes shows up, like, I don't know if I'd be able to just control myself. Like,
pause.
Yeah.
It's true, though. It must be the most confusing boner I've ever.
You'd just be busted.
And that's it for streaming news this week.
Yeah. moving into our film news, so considering this is a family-related podcast, we have some more family-related material for you. So we have Vin Diesel released an Instagram post recently, and he's basically calling out The Rock and says he wants him to come back for Fast 10 to finish off the films. Because this is the apparent last Fast movie coming out.
Which is 2 movies, which is crazy.
Yeah. And like it just it doesn't sound like Vin Diesel wrote this shit at all, or maybe he did, but it was like, Dwayne, my children, they call you Uncle Dwayne in the house. And all this shit, just asking him to come back because, they really want to finish off the script and they really want Hobbs back in the picture.
Yeah.
And he sends him yearly gifts. And I'm like, I don't know, this all just sounds like a massive jerk off to me.
Badly.
But I'm expecting The Rock to see this shit and just takes a sip of Terramana and just fucks off to do his day.
And I'm busy already. I don't need this shit. Fuck.
Vin Diesel will little brother you to death, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his face? That's a little shade.
Yeah.
That is, yeah. I was going to say he
Because
starts with shade.
He starts with shade. He calls him little brother when I mean, The Rock has been in these streets since the fucking 90s, my guy. This started with wrestling.
Yeah.
This started in Madison Square Garden with Vince McMahon telling The Rock 5 minutes before he was going to go out for his very first fucking match, hey, you're going to win this one.
Yeah.
5 minutes before he got told. And then that skyrocketed Mans.
Homie had the bigger title than Vin Diesel. What did Vin Diesel have? Iron Giant? Fuck out of here. Still an excellent movie.
When voice work is concerned, I'm about the Diesel. But
yeah. On the voice work, it's Vin Diesel. In the live action, it's Vin Petrol.
E91.
Fucking Vin unleaded.
Yeah. The ego on Vin Diesel
Is unbelievable.
it's disgusting.
Whereas The Rock doesn't really have an ego.
No, he doesn't, eh?
No, but
The Rock
I
in
find
real life.
yeah.
Yeah.
I find The Rock is professional.
Very.
He wants to get in, get it done. There's no sort of back and forth emotional dick measuring bullshit.
No.
I almost find what he kind of put out here offensive.
Yeah.
Only because one, he's calling out The Rock. You know what I mean? My little brother Dwayne, the time has come.
Yeah.
The Rock was waiting for him.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Diesel.
Yeah.
I'll just show up now. The world awaits the finale of Fast 10.
Fuck off.
As you know, my children refer to you as Uncle Dwayne in my house. Okay, I was like, that's not bad. This is not a holiday that goes by that they and you don't send well wishes, but the time has come. Legacy awaits. I told you years ago that I was going to fulfill my promise to Pablo. And this is the shit that I find offensive, is that every time Vin Diesel wants to sell something, he fucking refers to Paul Walker.
Yeah.
It's it's not a thing that you just pull out the bag and Paul wanted to do it.
He plays the pole card a bit much.
Yeah.
They're hard.
Yeah.
I swore that we would reach and manifest the best fast in the finale, that is 10. I say this out of love, but you must show up. Do not leave the franchise idle. You have a very important role to play. Hobbs can't be played by no other. That's the threat.
Yeah.
Show up, otherwise we're recasting you.
Yeah.
And then the last bit, I hope that you rise to the occasion and fulfill your destiny. That's the taunt.
Yeah.
What if this is meant to get the opposite effect, though? What if Vin wants him to not come back?
Well, I think this is a response to what The Rock said last week, which was in Hobbs, the next one, I'm killing that character.
Yeah.
And now Vin Diesel's well, I don't want to give you the option of killing him.
Yeah.
Come back, and then we're going to kill you. Because I honestly think he wants the opportunity to go, well, you died in some weird way, or we're going to kill you in some weird way. And if you don't like it, then we're going to recast you and still kill you.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a rush to the finish line now. I bet you The Rock's like, you need to accelerate the development of that movie. We want to roll like in 6 months.
6 months. Let's get it done. I mean, he's got nothing on his he's got nothing on his plate right now. He's finished shooting Black Adam. He's free right now.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a Jumanji coming up. He's good to go.
Yeah.
He can get it done if he wants to.
Yeah.
But The Rock don't want to, rush something like this.
Yeah.
No. It might be scheduling as well. Like, he might be waiting for Leach to show up. It doesn't sound like he even wants Statham to show up.
No, it sounds like it's just going to be him.
Yeah. Which I don't mind.
Or it could be a Hobbs and someone else movie. It doesn't always have to be Shaw. Well, Hobbs is the main.
Yeah.
It can just be and maybe and Shaw's sister or and someone else.
Ryan Reynolds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Just
mean,
get
the
him in.
chemistry with Ryan Reynolds was really good in Red Notice.
Yeah.
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 And speaking on that Rock humbleness, at the end of that Tech 9 song, he actually does big thank yous as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he like spits his verse, and then he's like, I want to thank my brother Tech 9, everyone else, big opportunity, all that shit. Dude's just cool, man.
Does he shit on John Cena in that? I got a track with Tech 9. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, fucking Vin Diesel can just eat it.
I hope he never comes back.
Yeah, I hope he stands on principle and says, "No, well, I'm killing this character off."
Yeah.
I
You
made
want to
this
kill him?
choice.
Doesn't it might not make sense in your movie, but I'm killing this fucking character.
Yeah.
You can make it work, Diesel.
Yeah. Figure it out. You're a big boy.
Family.
Big brother.
I know. All right, so possibly the biggest piece of news this week, right? So we got the new Australia leaked the new Spider-Man No Way Home.
Was that an Australian leak?
Yeah, that was an Australian leak. They shouldn't have put it out so early. They put it out first for some strange reason. More than likely time difference, possibly. Thanks, Australia. But yeah, so we got the new poster, and you get to see essentially nearly all of the villains in there, right? So we get to see Goblin in the background, right in the forefront. We get to see Doc Ock's arms. In the background, we get to see the lightning of Electro, and some people are speculating that the sand in the air is Sandman.
Makes sense.
Right?
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, they need to come back because that's Sinister Six right there already, nearly, right?
Yeah, they just need two more.
They just need two more, and the two more they need is the Vulture and Scorpion.
Yep. Or
or
Mysterio.
What about Rhino? Doesn't fit into that, does he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's in there. Because
Sometimes
that's what they were trying to get to with Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've seen I think Boss Logic, which is another Aussie.
Yeah.
Shout out to Boss Logic.
Is Boss Logic Aussie?
Yeah, he's Melbourne based. Yeah, I saw his after this poster dropped. His artist impression of the other two posters. So he had Tobey Maguire on one side, and then what's his face on the other. Garfield on the other.
Sick.
And they're all in like that action pose as well. It's so sick.
Yeah.
It looks so cool. So that was one part of the Spider-Man news. So the other big part is the fact that we had some leaked pictures that came out from the set of Spider-Man. So these leaked pictures show us that yes, Matt Murdock is in the movie. Tobey Maguire is in the movie as Spider-Man. And Andrew Garfield is, in fact, in the movie as Spider-Man.
All the
Yeah, so you can insert your Star Wars GIF here if you want to, right? So yeah, everyone's coming back. They showed shots of Matt Murdock sitting down in their apartment in the what's his face. So Daredevil's in there, people, and I can't wait.
Yeah.
They're bringing him back, and it's Charlie Cox as well. So yeah.
The one of like the unanswered questions I have is that they set up fucking Uncle Aaron in Homecoming,
Yep.
which sets up for Miles to show up. So I'm wondering if that's another piece of this that's going to come out, and maybe he'll be another Spider-Man that comes through. But I don't know.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
The multiverse refers to every verse, right?
Yeah.
So we might, I mean, you wouldn't need to see Shamik on set
Yeah.
to say that, hey, he's actually in the movie.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if the Miles Morales that we're getting is the animated Miles Morales.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
sick.
That would be mad. Fuck.
And that means that Glover would need to don the costume as well. What's his name? Stalker? No.
Prowler.
Prowler.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
You know what was crazy? Is that the person that leaked it, knew that people would be like, this is bullshit. That's
Yeah.
completely photoshopped. So they put in like the receipts as well
Yeah.
in that post. And it's like, okay, this is from the first trailer. And this is like the lamps that verify, like, you know, it's happening in the same place. And then the other piece was the damage on Tom Holland's face in that scene where it's like Maguire and Garfield in it as well.
Yeah.
That kind of says, well, it's actually like, this is real.
Yeah. They also proved that it was real. The shot of Garfield holding on to the what's his face. You know, they said that was fake.
Oh, yeah.
They proved that's real. They
Fuck.
said it's not a deep fake. That's real. They did it on Artist React. Yeah. They had a look at the picture and they said that's real. That's it. It might just be. It's not someone doing a deep fake either. That's real. That's a real photo.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah. So the last piece of Spider-Man news is obviously it's actually getting a release in China, which is fucking giant.
It's big.
It's the first Phase 4 film to actually get a release in China.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is big business. Marvel's back.
Oh,
essentially.
Marvel's the only like studio that's been consistently hitting their box office.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny that it would be the Marvel Sony collab that they kind of push.
Mm.
Like they didn't really push Eternals, but I guess they'd have to make cuts to Eternals.
Yeah. But this is the first sort of like sequel within the Phase 4.
Yeah.
Right? Which is like Eternals wasn't. Yeah, and all that. Shang-Chi was its own movie.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, this is the first sort of sequel that's launching. So you want that to sort of... I mean, this is going to push everything. It's going to impact everything now. Right? So Multiverse of Madness, everything else after that.
Yep.
Yeah. Probably more than WandaVision and all that did as well.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Sounds a boot, right?
I was gonna say, if they were able to do like a Miles Morales like show on Disney Plus, that'd be fire. But then any show, any live action show, has to be done by Sony.
Yeah.
And Marvel's animated Spider-Man shows, they can make them, but they got to be like less than 45 minutes. They're hamstrung there. So Francis Lawrence, the next film that he's going to make is called Vulcan's Hammer. So what it's about is like it's the aftermath of this big war in the galaxy, and then this group called the Unity create this AI to help them run the world, and maybe the galaxy, and then that AI starts like looking at ways to basically fuck them over.
It goes Ultron and fucking what's his face?
Yeah.
2001 on them.
Yeah.
Right out.
Because that AI, which is called Vulcan, starts developing policies for the Unity to then sort of instate and implement. Yeah. And then it just starts like, fucking nailing them.
Elon talked about this 3 years ago.
Maybe from the concept of this book. I think it's a book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds interesting. Like I saw it was like one person dies, then the man who created Vulcan's trying to figure out what the fuck happened and all that shit.
Yeah.
Any Money, it's one of those ploys where it's like the man who's trying to find it out, organize the hit, and then he's trying to cover all the shit up.
Actually, quite a good.
I got this shit, man.
Writes itself.
We also have news about the Foo Fighters moving out of the musical fucking audience, moving into the movie audience. It's in a movie called Studio 666, and it's like a horror movie. And it's about them, and they go to this mansion in Encino, but it's haunted, and they're trying to record their new album, and shit's going down. I'm all about Foo Fighter life anyway, so this sounds fucking cool. And all of the band members are coming through as well.
Yeah.
So it'll be all of them, and they'll be recording there, and then shit starts going down.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's funny, like Grohl told this story on Jesus and Mero about them going to meet Chris Cornell. And it was him and someone else, and they drove up, and like Cornell was living in this mansion just right at the end of the block, right? And they drove up, and there's like bikes everywhere and whatnot. And they said that they're walking up the drive, and it's just really fucking creepy. And then they said like these big fucking doors just opened up by themselves. And then Cornell struts out, and like it's just this white figure, right? And, like he just looked like a vampire. And the manager or whoever was with him was like, "You just want to get the fuck out of here." I was like, no, we gotta. No, it's not. It wasn't Grohl. It was what's his face? One of them. Yeah, he said it was fucking hilarious.
Fuck. Would have been Cornell with the long hair as well.
Yeah. It's like Dracula coming out that fucking door.
Yeah, man.
Next piece of news. Leonardo DiCaprio is going to join the Dipset and play. he's gonna play Jim Jones in the biopic.
Dipset?
Yeah. It's unbelievable. He's the first white person that's going to play Jim in God knows how long.
I know.
He's going to go full method with this one too.
Yeah, has to.
He's going to beat Downey. Like, you just can't beat that.
Walks away with the gold.
Fucking earth.
What do you call it? Critical occlusions or whatever it's called. He used to play in the trailer.
Oh, man. That'd be like it'd literally just be Dipset Anthem that plays throughout that whole anthem. But no, he's not going to play that Jim Jones. He's going to play 60s cult leader Jim Jones. Now, Jim Jones is he was famous because that's where you get the saying, "Don't drink the Kool-Aid" from. Yeah. Right? So Jim Jones, like, he had a cult of thousands out in, I want to say Wyoming or somewhere like that.
Guyana.
Yeah.
South America,
right? He's famous for, I shouldn't say famous, but yeah, he's
infamous.
Infamous, yeah, for poisoning 988 of his followers, 70% of those followers being kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're making a full-on biopic of that, which is crazy. Like, I wish this was DiCaprio's first sort of TV sort of role, you know what I mean? So we get to spend longer with the character, but this is it's interesting.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And they talk about like that one guy, Leo Jones or something.
Yeah.
Who was like he just took it out of his own, like, you know, authority and volition to go to that fucking camp and try rescue people. And then when they tried to make it back to the plane, they got fucking gunned down.
Yeah.
That was wild shit.
Yeah.
Seeing that in a movie.
Yeah.
Like, hopefully that's not the whole premise of the movie. Like them trying to get that guy out, and then DiCaprio's kind of in the background as the villain more than anything.
Yeah.
Because you'd kind of, I think the meat in that movie is like DiCaprio working his way through all that weird shit.
Well, it's him, and I mean how he gets to that status, like what drives him to create the cult, and then time within the cult, and then what happens after.
Yeah.
Which is
It's just real fucking weird. Poisoning 988 of your followers. Like, you're a cult leader, but also a mass murderer. Like, it's fucking wild.
Same time.
Yeah, fuck this shit. That's scary, man.
Yeah.
Like, for some reason I kind of get like a Midsummer vibe from it.
Yeah.
Where it's almost like calm and serene.
But on the under the surface, it's
Sinister.
yeah, extremely sinister. My mind was like straight away went to like those 8 Mile bars.
They picked the right guy for this shit.
Oh man,
Oh yeah, DiCaprio's gonna kill this shit.
I know this light work for DiCaprio.
It's a weekend, baby.
Only need 1 day for shoots.
it'd be cool if Scorsese was directing this one.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah,
He'd do this justice. So Catherine Henwick, who is in The Matrix 4, talked about what happened when the pandemic forced production to stop. So everyone was like really disappointed. And then Lana Wachowski was like, we'll see if we ever get this movie made. Maybe not. Maybe we just won't come back. And actually toyed around with the idea of just never finishing the movie. And it wasn't out of frustration with the studio or like, I don't want to do this anymore. But it was more like it could be like a legendary film that just never got finished. Warner probably went, fuck off, go back to work.
yeah. And Warner said, yeah, well, maybe why don't we get your fucking sister to come in here and finish the fucking film, mate? That's what will happen.
She's the brains of the organization.
Exactly.
As if they're gonna oh yeah, that's fine. You stop shooting. That's all good. We'll just cancel this film.
That's fine. We'll do like one of those searching for Don Quixote fucking making ofs for you. Fuck off, mate.
We put 200 million initially. You give me my money back, or you finish this fucking movie.
Warner would literally be like Jimmy choking fucking Artie out. Give me my fucking money. I'm serious.
I want my movie today.
Yeah. Today.
Fucking all the Warner execs are just there pissing themselves laughing like Liotta when the hairpiece comes off.
Badly. You know what would happen? Seriously? They'd just be like, hey, Chad, what are you doing? You're shooting second unit for us anyway. You're the director now. Fuck them.
Fuck off.
Yeah, you're out. We ousted you.
They could get anyone they wanted and still put her name on there.
Yeah.
Wild shit. So they eventually, like Lana Wachowski eventually just went, nah, we're going to finish it and came back.
No, man.
But in that time, like Catherine Henwick was saying, like I had trained for so fucking long to be in this movie. You know what I mean? For her to kind of say, it's going to be a cool legendary film. Like,
and Henwick still trained during like when they stopped productions. Whether those 3 months, she trained every fucking day.
yeah. So fight scenes better be fire.
Better be.
But we don't know. Did they say anything about Wu Ping's fight team coming back, or is it just straight 8711?
To be honest,
Hoping it's 87.
same. I really am hoping it's 8711 because I think we've all aged out as a movie audience out of Wu Ping's choreography.
Yeah, out of waifu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he's gonna do it, like give me the hand-to-hand pause, but like don't do the waifu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me Fist of Legend. Don't give me.
Yeah.
What's his face? Once Upon a Time in China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, there'll probably be like grappling in here, considering Keanu like can't move as like fluidly as he used to. He still can move, but more so like it probably cater more towards like him as well as the other actors.
Easier on the body. The old what's his face? The grappling and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. The waifu takes it out of you.
Yeah.
Supposedly it's really hard.
So you
You're
get
hanging all day.
Yeah, you get yoinked around and you still have
Yeah.
to like make all the movements. You'd be sleeping long, man.
Yeah.
If you could sleep long, considering the 6 days, 7 day shoots. Fucking champion. For our last piece of film news there. So, on top of everything with the Marvel stuff, we have Doctor Strange 2 coming through with apparent extensive reshoots. Now, obviously, every movie does have reshoots at some point in time, if they do. But apparently these guys are going to like 6 days a week for 3 months to try and reshoot a lot of the stuff that's happening as well. They didn't go into detail about what the reshoots are going to be. But my theory was the Eternals backlash, but then it could be, what were you saying about Spider-Man as well, Big Dog? Yeah.
Yeah, I think something's happening in Spider-Man that's driven them to be like, well, it can't be smaller than that film. Our film needs to be bigger than it. It doesn't sound like it's like, that it sounds to me like they're reshooting it to make it bigger.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me. Like, okay, well, you know what? This needs a bigger scale, and here's the money to actually do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny though, but we haven't heard much from Raimi during this production.
It's been rather quiet.
You've heard more from like Cumberbatch. It's mainly just been Cumberbatch talking about it. So I wonder if like they're changing things that Raimi kind of put in place, and they weren't feeling it.
I don't know. Maybe they had a rough cut, put something together. This needs to be bigger. This action scene needs to be bigger. This needs to be bigger here. Like, just take the money and we'll go reshoot it.
Yeah,
true.
Like, the biggest thing is, how do you top the first Strange? Because the action in the first Strange was really, really good. It wasn't like big or anything. Well, it was, but it was more so like mind-bending, physically bending shit.
Yeah.
Like when he's sliding down those stairs and it's all like fucking opening up and closing and he falls through that hole that's like 30 different buildings and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit like that. Like, how do you like up the scale, up the ante on that type of shit?
Yeah. Because it looks like they're doing something similar in No Way Home as well.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm not worried about it because this also might be the reason why they push back all those movies as well, because they're like, oh, now we're gonna add some stuff in there, and maybe it'll impact like the rest of the phase.
Yeah.
In the multiverse. Sony might have said, well, we're gonna put the Spider-Mans and Matt Murdock in what's his face. So then they were like, okay, well, we're gonna add some more stuff in Doctor Strange 2.
Maybe this will be the Scarlet Witch coming through if they didn't already have her and shit like that.
She's already in there.
Yeah, she's already cast. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Because they're saying she might be the main villain as well.
Because I feel like because Spider-Man's going to be our first Phase 4, yeah?
I thought like Eternals and Shang-Chi.
Yeah, Shang-Chi was.
Right.
And Black Widow.
Shang-Chi, yeah, actually Black Widow opened the Phase 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is going to come out before Strange as well, yeah? So maybe Spider-Man will be the start of the multiverse and then Strange closes it.
I thought WandaVision was the start of the multiverse.
Yeah, it was.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all of that, you need to take into consideration the TV that we've watched.
Yeah, true.
I mean, the stuff that they did in Loki is going to impact.
Actually, Loki is the real start of the multiverse.
Yeah.
And maybe Spider-Man's the middle where shit just gets fucking rowdy.
Yeah.
And then Strange will close all that shit off, if it does get closed off.
I doubt it will.
I'm expecting like the Spider-Verse ending where they all go back to their fucking places.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure some of the characters will stay in like whatever universe.
Yeah.
So that they can still use them. I'm excited, man.
So
yeah. There'll probably be those moments in Spider-Man where they'll see like the benefits of staying in certain universes.
Yeah.
This is the one where Emma Stone doesn't die. This is the one where I stay married to MJ and shit like that. And they'll have that internal turmoil about having to actually go back to their real place.
Yeah.
Emma Stone confirmed, though, that she's not in the Spider-Man movie. She's dead. How can she come back?
What's-his-face confirmed it as well. Andrew Garfield confirmed it. He still says, I am not in this movie.
They probably got NDAs out the asshole for this shit,
Probably,
though, man.
Yeah.
We'll sue you into the ground,
Feige's just there with a gun. What's his face? He, in some recent, like, he was there promoting something, and some guy was like, are we going to see you in the new Spider-Man? And he just turned around and said, we'll see. And they just continued walking.
For some reason, every time I see him having that conversation with Feige in Feige's office, it's just the Chappelle show where the guy puts his foot up on the desk.
know, some people like on Twitter, they call him Kevin 5G.
Five guys.
Okay. I love it.
And that's it for film news this week.
That's it.
All right, there, Bado. It is time to fan the hammer.
All right, so we got our first fire bright photos. Miss Marvel is now going to hit in Q4 of 2022. The Luther film, thank fuck, has started filming. Prey, which is the prequel to Predator, sets a date. It's coming to streamers on Hulu and Star for the rest of the world. Shazad Latif is going to play Nemo in the new Disney Nemo film, Fire. Dune, thank fuck, Part 2 is going to start filming in July. We got the first Guardians of the Galaxy, first photos from Guardians of the Galaxy, and Stallone has confirmed that he's coming back. Rogue Squadron from what's her name? Yeah, Patty Jenkins has been delayed by 4 months, which is fine. Regina Hall is she's going to star in the new Midnight Run sequel. They've said it's not a prequel or anything; it's a sequel. John Wick 4. A possible title that we're seeing is Hagakure. What else is there? Tom Hardy and Channing Tatum are going to star in this Afghanistan evac movie, which sounds pretty cool. Patrick Hughes has said his new film called War Machine. Chloe Zhao is at the top of Feige's list for his Star Wars film, which would be very, very cool. So Transformers Rise of the Beasts has been delayed until 2023. Star Trek 4 is going to take Rogue Squadron's place from Patty. So there's supposedly a Roadhouse remake with the fake fucking Dalton, Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah. John Chu is going to direct Oh, the Places You'll Go. MGM has got the rights to that Momoa and Bautista film. So I'm really, really excited for that one. Unity, which you'll see sometimes when you're playing games, has just acquired Weta's visual effects for $1.6 billion. Yep. And One Piece sets its cast. Yeah.
Very good.
That's it. That's all.
That is fanning the hammer. Very good there, BD.
Thank you.
All right, got a few trailers, just a few, which is quite good. So the first one there was Being the Ricardos with Nicole Kidman and Javier Bardem, which looks all right. So this one expanded on the last trailer, where the last trailer kind of kept Nicole Kidman's appearance as a bit of a secret.
Yeah, as Lucy.
This one like really throws you into the turmoil that they're going through. Man. Like there's a lot of drama in this one fucking week, and like that is Lucille Ball. She's been outed as a commie during the time when it was like Cuban Missile Crisis and communism. They were fighting against it. Yeah, and the Cold War was on. There's also reports of Desi Arnaz cheating on Lucille Ball. Yeah, and the shit with their relationship there, going through that. And then, like, Lucille Ball, like, all this is, like, boiling over, and she's unable to perform on camera. Yeah. So they're at risk of also losing the show, too. We also got, like, really good looks at J.K. Simmons, which I had not seen before. And it's funny because they are going to show you, all right, this is them on camera, and then when they're off camera, they're completely different. Yeah. Because Desi looks like he was, like, a fucking wild man. Yeah.
He was a wild boy. Desi Arnaz.
And J.K. Simmons' character looks like he's kind of like that nonplussed when he gets off. He's like, what is this shit? But it looks good. It looks quality.
It does look quality. It's Sorkin, so, you know. Yeah. There was no room for improvisation there. It was just read the fucking script.
Read the read the ahs. Yeah.
Just get it the fuck over with.
Jesse Eisenberg. There's too many arms and asses.
That sounded like Pete Davidson laughing.
But I'm excited for this, man. It looks good. Comes out on your birthday there.
It does. At the movies on my birthday.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Amazon Prime, December 21st.
Be there.
Yeah. Or B square. Or rectangle.
It's the box.
That shit always blows my mind when you think of a be there or be square because you're not around.
Yeah.
I thought it was like square, like you're square, man.
Uma always does it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's his face? We got our first trailer for Netflix's Voir. VOIR. Right. So this is about it's always about filmmaking and how, filmmakers, and it seems like they're introducing reviewers as well, because Drew McQueenie's up in here, and
Yeah.
that's my guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, this looks really good as well. It's got that the what's it called? Sideways. Remember the documentary that Keanu did?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's got that sort of feel to it.
Yeah.
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 It's really cool. Like, I don't know. They didn't show any actors or
No.
directors or anything like that, but it's people talking about the perception of the movies as
Yeah.
well.
And how it impacted them. And
Yeah.
I was just very curious about the fucking name, so I just did like Google defines on it, just to see what it's about. A voir dire is like when you take all the evidence accounted for and you make a predetermination before court. So I don't know if that relates to this, and like they're just taking everything from a movie and trying to like categorize, or if it's just the discussion of film.
Damn. It looks good though, man.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Looks
I
really good.
like these journeys through film and how like introspective they can be, because it's people's perception of film.
Yeah.
So it's not just like this is black and this is white. It's just straight
yeah.
like this is how I feel about it.
Yeah. You get more feeling than
Yeah.
analytics, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
And that's like the beauty of like movies and music as well, because people feel different things for the one thing. You get all these conversations that come out, and it's just perspective everywhere.
Yeah.
It's fucking cool. Someone can hate one thing, I can love another, but they're wrong. Not everyone can have good taste. We got the trailer for Come On, Come On.
Yeah.
With Joaquin
Trailer
Phoenix.
too.
Yeah. Fuck, this looks good, man. This that father-son bonding shit. Giving me some chef vibes there as well, and him trying to like, get real with his son, like learn how to be a father and things like that, and moving forward.
It's his nephew.
See that? Yeah,
Nephew,
that's
my bad.
that's how I take it. Like, but it's cool because he's still going through that same like learning curve like a father and son.
Yeah.
The
thing that fucked me up was when he was sitting there and he's like trying to have that conversation with his son. And his son's like, his nephew's like, you have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was so cool though, man. And it's all shot in black and white as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This looks good, man.
Yeah.
It's like another Oscar for Joaquin.
Yeah, man. You know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
This guy just delivers the goods every time.
He doesn't choose anything shit. That's why as soon as they said, okay, Joaquin is going to be Joker, we knew what we were going to get.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
man.
it's not, okay, it was just Todd Phillips. No, it's because you've got him there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, perfect.
Different pedigree, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just elevates the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I see the title, though, I hear it in Buster's voice.
Really?
Come on. Go to place.
I hear the start of Rescue Me.
Yeah. The Von Bondies.
Come on. All right. The last trailer there was Baymax, which looks good. Like, it's that Baymax comedy where he's just slow, but he's so helpful. And people's frustrations around him is just like over the top.
Where is the kid, though?
I don't know, but you've seen the mother there.
Yeah.
With the
aunt.
dump truck ass.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, the aunt. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, that aunt did have a dumper on her.
But no, it looks like, what's his name? Is it Hero? Yeah. Because he was a prodigy. He's probably
Oh, yeah.
doing superhero shit anyway. He's gone to university or college now.
He's at the end. He gets accepted into that college.
Yeah. So I think he actually like fucking says bye to Baymax at the end of Big Hero 6 as well. And that's why Baymax is doing his own hero ting now.
Doing Baymax tings.
Slaymax now.
I like it, man. It looks good. Like the quality of these shows that are coming out on Disney Plus, fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like we couldn't get shit like this back in the day at all.
No.
Like it would be hand drawn, which I love, but like there's a certain cinematic quality to these shows.
The problem with those shows was I loved hand drawn. Don't get me wrong, but when you go from a movie that was a Pixar movie that was CG to a hand drawn shown, like you can see the quality drop.
Yeah,
And that was just
It would be like if because the start of Toy Story 4 is some of the best animation I've ever fucking seen when they rescue fucking
in the
thingy.
rain.
Yeah. Beautiful. Now, if they were just like Toy Story 5's coming out, you know, we're getting some unknowns to hand draw it for us. It's just going to be animated but not CG. I'd throw my phone at the fucking wall. I'd be up in arms, man.
until they saw what Pixar was doing, that movie was going to be hand drawn.
Fuck.
There's in the making ofs, you can see them hand drawing them and then being like, well, we can do this in a computer if you want, and this is what it looks like.
It would have been a different movie. The feel would have changed.
Because that would have been like, you know, the first time, one of the first times where they're like, this is what we're going to do. And then you see Woody in CG. Someone would have had that Tenshu what when you get discovered? What? Someone would have had an aneurysm. Like that shit was crazy. Mind blowing when it first came out.
Badly. They would have burnt all those fucking drawings. Well, I'm out of a job.
We need that for reference. Burn it all.
It's Leo DiCaprio. Mike fucking Lewis. Can you do anything about that heat? Brick. It's fucking through.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, fuck. And that was all the trailers.
Yeah.
That was it.
Quick one this week.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. All right. On to entertainment news there.
So our only piece of entertainment news this week.
It's a saddie.
Yeah, it's very sad. We end on a light note. So rest in peace, Dean Stockwell.
Yeah.
The Dean Stockwell is a legend. He was in damn near everything.
Yep.
And his career spans, God, decades.
70 years.
Decades. It's unreal. Nearly a century he's been in the business.
In the business, a century.
Yeah. It's unreal. So Dean was how old? 85.
Yep.
When he passed.
Yeah.
They didn't say what it was though, wait.
No, he just passed silently in his sleep. Yeah.
In his sleep. Just how everyone wants to go. So you might know Dean as one of the players in Dune, the original David Lynch.
The original Dr. Huey.
Yeah. Dr. Huey. That bastard.
Traitorous bastard.
Yeah. He was I think his name is Charles something in Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Yep.
Yeah. He ultimately gets killed by Bridget Nielsen in that movie. But he's been in everything. I mean, the Deep Space Nine, he was in that. Fucking everything this guy's been in, man.
Babylon 5.
Babylon 5. He's just had, like, his career is just so all over the place. Like,
Yeah.
it's just, he's done it, literally done everything.
Yeah, man.
I've done it all.
And, like, he started as a child actor.
Yeah.
And he did it right. Like, he didn't, like, go off the rails. See some of these guys now, like, coming up for, like, pedophilia charges.
Yeah.
Wild shit.
Yeah.
This guy kept on the straight and narrow.
Yeah.
And actually had a career of longevity.
Yeah.
Like, he had a good ride, man.
Really good ride.
Yeah. It's sad. It's sad. And I'm finding there's a lot of more senior actors passing away in the 80s.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, Dean Stockwell, like, he's just a legend.
Yeah. But that's what we want to see.
Yeah.
Like, I'd prefer an actor have longevity and live until they're 80.
Yeah.
I don't want another 24 Club. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want any of that stuff. Like, that's what we had was enough for us.
Yeah.
Especially when they're on the rise, man. Like Anton Yelchin had such a good trajectory, and then everything happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the worst.
Yeah.
And Kurt Cobain changed music how we knew it.
Yeah. Amy Winehouse.
Amy Winehouse. Yeah. Tom Morello was telling a story right? And he was like, because he's from New York. He went out to wherever they're from, Nirvana's from.
What's this for? Seattle.
Seattle. And he had his band and everything, and they heard They heard Nevermind for the first time, and they were like, "No, we're canceling everything. we can't do this now. Like everything has changed now."
The conditions that they recorded Nevermind in are fucked. Like they lived. Dave Grohl says it looked like Whitney Houston's bathroom turned upside down.
Jesus.
That's how it looked. Like that's where they created the songs because he was sleeping on the couch at the time in Kurt's place.
Yeah.
But they recorded it in like this dingy barn. They put it together before moving to like an actual studio.
Crazy. Did you guys hear about the Nevermind baby?
Yeah.
Don't sue the band. Sue your fucking mom, mate.
Yeah. Who pimped you
Who
out.
pimped you out.
And
She's the one that signed off on it as well.
Yeah.
Mate,
And
they
then-
had nothing to do with it.
This is the same guy who recreated the photos as he got older as well. I'm like, ew. Yeah. Not naked.
Alright,
He was in boardies, but like,
You're right.
shout out to Billabong. But like, still.
It's a Billabong.
So like, yeah, I don't know. It's just silly shit with that, man. I read that and just saw red. What the fuck?
I know. It's like, how much more money can I extort out of everyone?
Badly.
That's all the news this week.
That's it.
Actually, rest in peace to Dean Stockwell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our condolences to your family, friends, and fans out there.
Mm-hmm.
And we wish you all the best in this really trying time.
And
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
for all the content.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. That is a wrap, my friends.
That's it.
We will be back next week, Monday, as usual. Same time, same bat channel. Catch us on all social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. Check us out on YouTube under Logosmith Media. Also check us out on Spreaker, where we host a podcast under Logosmith Media. Like, subscribe, follow, send us a message, comment. Fuck, I don't know. What else can you do?
I don't know if you
Send us a telegram,
fist bump me if you see us on the street.
smoke signals, pigeons.
Bat signal.
Yeah.
Send a fucking raven. That's what we want.
Yeah. I actually do want the Raven.
Same.
Yeah.
It's
Messenger
chicken.
owl. No glove slaps.
All right. Love yourself and love movies.
Vape more, smoke less, and wash your ass.